All right, let's jump right in. Today we're diving into something pretty fascinating, a set of ancient letters from the Quran, ኆā-Mĩm, Ayn, Sin, Qaf. Now, according to one really interesting theory, these aren't just symbols. Nope, they're actually a powerful tool for finding some serious, profound clarity in your life.
So what if I told you that these ancient, mysterious letters were actually a kind of hidden spiritual technology? We're going to explore a theory that totally reframes these symbols, not as some unsolvable divine mystery, but as a practical guide you can use, especially for those moments when you just feel confused or maybe a little lost in illusion.
Okay, so before we can really get into this new idea, we've got to understand the problem it's trying to solve. And that is an ancient Quranic mystery that revolves around what's called the paradox of the clear book. And this is where things get really interesting. See, on one hand, the Quran itself says, "And we have certainly made the Quran easy for remembrance." But then, for almost 1,500 years, the traditional view has been that these strange, disjointed letters at the start of some chapters are untranslatable, divine secrets known only to God. So you have a book that says it's clear, but it starts with something that scholars have basically called unknowable. That's the puzzle. Now, this huge paradox, well, it kind of creates the perfect opening for a really compelling modern take. This theory sees these letters as a kind of hijacked spiritual technology, and it's all about recovering their original meaning.
The author we're looking at, Ali Rizvi, he calls this a spiritual technology. His idea is that these letters, the Muqattaāt, aren't random. They're a whole system. He argues that their original meanings, which come from ancient pictographic roots, got lost somewhere along the way, whether on purpose or by accident. And just like that, a practical tool turned into a deep mystery.
And I love how the author puts it. He says it's a recovery, a return to the root meanings that were always there, hidden not by divine mystery, but by human interpretation. So this whole thing is framed as an act of restoration, of giving people direct access to this knowledge again. All right, this is the fun part. Let's actually decode this thing. We're going to break down one specific set of letters, which this theory calls the truth lens. ኆā-Mĩm, Ayn, Sin, Qaf. We're going to go letter by letter and see what meaning we can uncover. So first up is ha. Its root meaning is said to be life force or breath. Think of it like this, that deep sound you make in your throat to say it. Ha. That's meant to symbolize this primal, vital energy, the very stuff of life. Next, we have Mīm. This one symbolizes water or source. And if you look at its shape, it's thought to actually look like waves, pointing to that primal origin that everything flows from. And then there's Ayn. Its root meaning is vision or essence. The original picture for this letter was literally an eye, so it's not just about what you see with your physical eyes, but about that deeper, inner sight, that ability to see the true nature of things. Then you've got Sin. Its meaning is all about journey and sharpness. It's symbolized by a tooth, which is pretty cool, right? Because that gives you the tool you need to literally cut through all the noise, the illusion, the confusion, and the deception. And finally, Q. This is the anchor. Its meaning is depth or core. It's represented by a circle, which symbolizes wholeness and our foundation. This is what grounds us in our deepest, most solid truth. So, when you string all of that together, breath, source, vision, sharpness, and core, what do you get? You get this powerful compound meaning. Life's essence flows through visionary truth at the core. And this combination is what's called the truth lens, a tool designed to just dissolve distractions and help you see reality with piercing, unmistakable clarity. Okay, but this isn't just some cool mental exercise, right? It's designed to be a really practical tool. So how do you actually apply it? Let's talk about moving from the code to a daily practice of using this truth lens to align yourself. So a central practice is to just pause, especially when you feel that confusion or deception creeping in, and ask yourself this one simple question. Am I seeing with my eyes or my soul? It's just a little prompt to get you to reflect on your knee-jerk judgments, your hidden assumptions, and to remember those moments of real, genuine clarity. And here's a super simple little meditation you can do called an act of Noor, or Enlightenment. Step 1, just visualize a circle around you. That's Qaf, your core. Step 2, inside that circle, identify a lie you've been telling yourself. Then mentally use Sin, that sharpness, to just cut it away. Step 3, use Ayn, your inner vision, to see and replace that lie with a core truth. And finally, step 4, take that new truth and carry it with you into one action today. See, it turns this abstract idea into something really concrete. So what's the big picture here? What's the point of recovering all these meanings? Well, it's really all about cultivating a totally new way to see the world and to see ourselves. And that brings us right to the author's core mission.
It really boils down to one thing: reclaiming your own inner authority. It's about taking these sacred meanings back from dogma, so you don't have to rely on someone else to tell you what they mean. It's about using these ancient letters as a personal tool for your own transformation. The whole idea is to empower you to find your own truth. And the source suggests these tools are for any conscious being on that path, no matter what religion you follow. So as we wrap up, the final takeaway here is really a question for you. What core truths might be hiding in your own life, right there in plain sight, just waiting for you to find a way to decode them?